I don't know if this is the best angle here, but before I leave the house, I just got a delivery from Vistaprint. I ordered these boxes. So on Vistaprint, if you want to order one of these boxes, I mean, you don't have to use it for what I'm using it for, but I've seen people do custom CMA boxes or some type of branding material. And it was pretty cool on Vistaprint. I just thought it was easier to have a designer help me with it. And I think it was only $10 to have them, like, I told them what size box I wanted and I sent them the logos and everything. And they placed them on here and gave me a template. So I had to reorder some more boxes. So I've got a couple agents who have joined me recently at Real. So I'm gonna work on that today before I head out. Just putting these together, got shirts and t-shirts and stuff like that. So I can send out these fun little boxes. I just had an agent. They send you an email when an agent fills out the application. So I just had an agent fill out the application for joining me at Real. So I know they have to finish their onboarding process and whatnot, but I thought that was pretty exciting. I just had a call with her. When did we chat? We chatted on Friday. Today's Monday. She's already at it. I know sometimes, like, when I get on calls with agents who are thinking about joining me at Real, you know, it's a big decision to switch brokerages, or if you just got licensed to pick a brokerage that you want to join. So sometimes people take a long time to decide. So I never have any expectation that they're going to join quickly, but I will say sometimes people join and, like, get off the call and, like, they've already filled out their application. So, yeah, so that's pretty exciting. Okay, one of the agents that I sponsor at Real Broker is hosting a Brokers Open today. So I'm about to go in there and stop by, show support, get some content. And I wanted to know your guys' thoughts on this, because I was thinking about this this morning. When it comes to Brokers Opens, like for agents who have done these before, so in my mind, I think of a Brokers Open this way. Like, you would want to have a Brokers Open for your client's home that you're going to be listing. That is a luxury home. I'm thinking, like, I don't know, $1 million plus, 800,000 plus. Like, what is considered luxury? Like $1 million plus is kind of like the price point I'm thinking, and that I feel as though you would want to do the Brokers Open before the listing goes live on the MLS, so that you can tell other brokers to come out to this property, get this exclusive sneak peek, and, you know, take photos, take videos. Obviously you can use it for your social media, but to share it with your clients, like, hey, this property is going to be coming soon to the market. Like, here's a sneak peek. Like, kind of like that, like, you know, this intel about the listing, I feel like could be really valuable. And yeah, like I said, like a certain price point, because if the property is already listed on the MLS, it's like every realtor has access to this, and so does every buyer. They can see this property online and they can just schedule showing. So like this listing, it's already been on the market for a week. And I mean, there's like no, I don't know, like, I'm not saying anything negative about doing a Brokers Open at this point, but that's just like, if I was to list my own house, like, I would think I would do a Brokers Open before it went live, which I know this agent, I know she didn't have that opportunity to do a Brokers Open like before it went live. Like, pretty much did the listing appointment and had to get photos done and everything done immediately. So like, there's no like discredit to her doing it this way. But honestly, I'm not saying that's in the wrong way. Like, maybe this is what real estate agents normally do with Brokers Opens. Do they normally just list it after the property goes live? I don't know. Let me know. So she is making it super fun. So of course there's going to be lunch, but she's having a professional photographer come out there to take photos of agents that come through. And I think like the first photo is free, and they can pay for the additional photos with the photographer if they want. But Annie, my friend, is paying for this photographer to come out to the listing to do this for agents, and kind of like market it as like, hey, agents, come out, shoot some social media content, get a professional photo done, grab lunch, come hang out, come stop by. And I feel like I've been seeing more and more agents offer these types of things at their brokers open recently, like mostly over the last couple of weeks. I don't know, maybe it's like the super busy like spring market. I'm just seeing more agents offer this at brokers opens, and I think it's a good thing to offer. Like, I feel like if someone doesn't have a buyer for that home, it still kind of entices them to come out to tour that property, to get the professional photo, get some social media content. I don't know. Let me know below what your thoughts are on that. But let's go out, let's go cheer on our friend and support her at her brokers open. Just wrapped up at the brokers open, and actually it was a really good turnout. That's always like such a relief, right? Like when you are the one, I wasn't the one hosting this, but you know, when you host an open house or you host a brokers open or a client appreciation event and you're like, is anyone gonna come? It's so nerve-wracking. But so I feel like when there's a good turnout, that's a success for sure. This neighborhood that's out in St. John's, I'd never been in here before. It's called Middlebourne, and it's a new construction neighborhood. I'll share. And the homes, the builders in here, David Weekley and ICI, are still building. So I feel like that's a little bit of a struggle with this listing. And you know, I think the benefit is like, hey, you don't have to wait to build. It's a move-in ready home. It does have really nice features and everything already picked out. Like the home does show really, really well. Like honestly, just like a model. It looked staged to me, but they are actually living in the home. So, you know, I think there is some benefit here, but I think it's just, I mean, I'm sure other real estate agents like, find it challenging to list a home where they're still building. I feel like I've always had to like showcase the benefit of going with a resale when I've had listings in new construction neighborhoods. Oh, I just realized my face was cut out. Okay. So now I'm headed to go meet with a real estate agent. So she is a realtor here in Northeast Florida, and I have been like Instagram, Facebook friends with her for, I want to say, a couple years. And we met up recently a few months ago and just grabbed coffee. Like, we didn't talk about Real or our brokerages at all, because she's obviously at a different brokerage. And we really just spoke about, I don't know, where she was at in real estate and life, and just got together, grabbed coffee, talked to friends, and it was really nice. And she recently reached out to me, actually it was yesterday, and she was like, hey, are you available this week to get together and chat about Real? I was like, yes, I would love that. So I'm really excited. I always, whenever I meet up with people to chat with them about Real, there literally is like no pressure at all for anyone to ever join. If we get on a Zoom call, we meet up in person. I really just want to, I am genuinely curious, like what has her interested in Real? What is going on in her current brokerage that has her interested in Real? Because sometimes when I do chat with people, I'm like, it actually might not make sense for you to make this switch. It is a big deal when people make a switch. So if I'm there to give them some guidance, share with them my experience, and just help navigate whether or not it is a good idea for them to move their business to a different brokerage, like I'm going to tell them truthfully. So I'm curious to just like learn more about where she's at with that type of thing, because like I said, we didn't really talk about that last time. We just got together and we were able to grab coffee in person and chat versus like talking online, right? So anyways, I'm going to be meeting up with her, grabbing coffee with her at I'm going to be grabbing some coffee with her, and we're going to chat about all things about Real, and I'm excited. I brought my laptop so that I could show her our dashboard and just kind of chat about the things that, if she's interested, I'm happy to share with her, like what I like about Real and what my experience has been the last 2+ years. And yeah, I guess we'll just go from there. Okay, can other moms relate to this? I'm like, it's so nice to be out of the house, like just me doing my work thing, hanging out with other adults, other females mostly. It's a lot of fun, but I still am just like, I do miss my baby so much. I mean, she's 15 months now, but she'll always be my baby. And I feel guilty ever like taking this time to do work things, because honestly, it's really not often that I have this opportunity to be out of the house and be able to like meet up with people without her, because she is always with me. So I'm just trying to think of it as like, okay, this time goes by really fast when I have a few hours to myself, and I will be right back home hanging out with my girl, and I can just appreciate this time while I have it. It's kind of like what I tell myself as far as like mom guilt, but really trying to balance work and mom life together. And you know, it's challenging, but we're trying our best. Okay, last appointment of the day. We are out here in Nocatee doing a showing. Really cute house out in 20 Mile. The settlement neighborhood. It's really cute. Okay, let's go. All right, the day is done. We just finished having dinner. John had made a pork roast in the crock pot, and Summer and I are just hanging out in the playroom. And yeah, so thank you so much. Okay. I don't even know if this video was fun to watch. I am hesitant about sharing these types of videos just because I feel like I'm not super creative or have all these like fancy editing skills, or just don't have like a really fun, busy day to watch. This is just like real life over here. Okay, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know if you like this style video, let me know below, but I post a new video every single week, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.